19, and it gives me immense pleasure in making you realize that this is an year where 100% all of us can prosper. Mark my words, I said can prosper, because there are some lovely planets that are not only going to stabilize your life and your learnings or your realizations, but there are some of the planets that can destabilize you also. So people who are alert, who are aware, and who really want to make a difference in their lives, 2019 is the year for you all. It's a decade. It's a change of a decade. So it also says it's a change of your individual self. Now, having said that it's a change of your individual self, what is very, very important for you all to know, that this is also an year that if you've not been aware of your own self from inwardly, this is the year where circumstances are going to force you to be aware of yourself, of your desires, of your dreams, and how you can actually manifest them. That is what the astrological charts or the stars are going to guide us. So if you can take these guidelines and imply or apply it to your own selves, trust me, you are a winner all the way. So 2019, it is for you. Now, during the period or during the process of the year, there will be solar eclipses, there will be lunar eclipses, there will be retrogrades, which I would be informing you much ahead in time. Now, having that knowledge of your own self, you can actually build your bridges, you can actually work around the obstacles, or you can pause and wait for those retrogrades to pass, or those solars and lunar eclipses to pass, so that you don't end in frustrations or be taken in by surprise. Aquarius 2019 for you, well, the overview is that right from the beginning of the year, you will know how you're feeling different from people. How different you are will depend on the decisions you have been making over the previous 2 years. So things are happening to you. You may think that things are not happening to everyone, so you are unique. You may see that the surprises are coming your way, which are normally not happening to people around you. That's also being different. And how you think differently from other people is the unique factor in your life. So many of your finances can be somewhat erratic through most of this year, as some of you will be in a new field of employment, or you may be starting a new business. April to August can be a time for improvement in your social life, and if you mix with Gemini people or people born of the air sign, or those who are more intellectual than you can actually expand your level of friends and group activities and inculcate their ideas into your own. If you travel or if you want to travel, the best months for you to travel is after November, or I would say November, December are the best months for you to take decisions, especially if you're wanting to travel to expand your business or your level of understanding or your horizons. Now, what are the personal opportunities for you? Neptune is the only major planet left in your sign, and this year will specially influence those born between the 1st and the 7th of February. For those who are interested in artistic, musical or mystical pursuits, you may follow your dream now, or increase your knowledge, or use these in these areas of from January until late February, when all the personal planets move through your sign. That is the time when you can actually take the personal actions. Now, what are the limitations for you, Aquarians? Losing your sense of reality, trusting to luck and depending too much on the luck factor, not doing your bit. These are the personal limitations. Or just not paying attention when handling financial contracts are all areas that could cause you unnecessarily misery, frustration this entire year through. So be realistic. Don't be impatient. Be categoric. Be firm. Get your priorities correct. and be acceptable to the faults of yours, that if you're a mismanager of funds, accept it and probably take advice. And take advice to somebody who is a specialist in handling funds, not advice from any Tom, Dick and Harry. So you need to be realistic of your own weaknesses, you need to be realistic of your own strengths, you need to know how to uplift yourself from your negatives and accepting facts so that you can avoid frustration and misery throughout 2019. So for you, especially Aquarians, making your natal chart is of paramount importance in 2019, for that is the only way that you can know what are your strengths, your weaknesses and your limitations, and how to make the best use of 2019 for yourselves. Because the path that you take in 2019 is going to set the precedence for the next decade. So you need to uplift yourself. In regards to finance, Uranus, the planet of change and innovative action, has now entered your financial sector and will remain there for 7 years. So many will find themselves under changing conditions in this area as their income fluctuates. Around mid-May could be a significant time to take stock of this area, especially where waste is occurring. So you have to eliminate what you actually are just desiring and not needing. You need to eliminate your own habits and your own restrictions and your own impatience. You have to stop being frustrated. You have to start enjoying the resources, however minimalistic they may be or however more they may be. So like I've said in my annual overview, that it's important to enjoy what you have so that you create and attract abundance, rather than keep cribbing of what you don't have, because this way you are inviting negativity in your life. In regards to love, there could be interesting new people entering your life this year who will be more creative. Friends increase through some new group as you join up and do teamwork early this year. From June through until early October, which is the most crucial period for your partnerships and relationships of all time. So July to mid-September to early October are the best months to form and enter new groups, or probably be curious to know how other people work. So make new friends. Just go out, and it's important to get out of your comfort zone. 26th August to 10th September can be a little difficult for you, because once you try to change your attitude, you will actually find a lot of obstacles coming your way and you may want to go back into your comfort zone. But if you can push yourself through and change your attitude, which will eventually determine your altitude. So career, some of you can be entering self-employment this year or consider to starting a parallel business. Others will find it necessary to find a position that caters to your needs now, and you must appreciate that you are getting what you deserve. If you feel you are not appreciating what you are getting and you feel you deserve more, then have the guts and have the confidence of honing your communication skills, and without sounding arrogant or without sounding disagreeable, it is important to put your things and your facts across so that you start getting what you deserve. Remember that until you cry, at times you don't even get milk from your mother. So the child needs to cry to get the milk from the mother. You need to put your things and make yourself deserving enough to get what you actually deserve. So in regards to your health, this may be an area where you need to put some attention to yourself, as you could be feeling some pressure in your physical body. You can put up with this restriction until July to September, when you're offered a solution to an old problem. This is the time of the year to seek help from health practitioners, especially who are into the holistic studies, you must understand that now the generation is changing. And the more you pay attention to your mental health, the more healthier you will feel in your outward body. Body is completely an existence of what you are undergoing mentally. If you see people who are in coma, if they are mentally agile, when they come out of coma, they feel healthy. And they actually are doing virtual trainings to their physical body. So it's important for you to understand yourself. It is important for you to know which is the path that is correct for you. It is important for you to manage your resources very diligently, either through your own conviction and belief or by seeking specialist help. 2019 is a time when you are actually going to take stock of your situations, lay a path for a brighter future for the next decade. So either seek expert help or know yourself. Make your natal charts so that you know what are the strengths and your weaknesses, what are the power sectors in your life in which you can actually dabble and make your life successful. Imagine the planets, or I want you to understand this, that the planets always imply how you apply through your own knowledge of self-awareness is what rectifies the matters, is what improves matters in your life, is what helps you to have your own health, wealth and abundance. And what are the best dates for you, for your career or for your love life or for the opportunities that you need to take? Those dates have to be strictly followed through my own website, where I categorically write the best days for you in regards to your love, in regards to your money, in regards to your stressful dates. So you can take those cautions and precautions, and if possible, you should maintain a diary of 2019 where you write down through your natal charts of what are your strengths, and then you apply that in accordance to the guidelines. So in a nutshell, my plea for you there, for my listeners, is that it's imperative, it's important to know your natal chart, to know what the planet's message is for you, to know which are the areas that are affected for you and how you can practically take the life in your hands and rectify, negate your negatives, work only on your positives. And there is nothing known as a weak chart or a strong chart. Basically, it is always a balanced chart, but if we are going to focus on the negative parts of our chart, obviously we are inviting the negatives, but if we are focusing on the positive of our charts, then we invite abundance to ourselves. But all this balancing can only be done through self-awareness, and this self-awareness can only be had in the truest and in the most purest form through your natal charts. So it's important for you all to get your natal chart, mates, then actually related to what the 2019 is trying to tell you. Once you imply and apply those things onto your life, there is no question that you can gain your health, wealth and happiness.